A volcano that slept for 5,000 years just woke up. On November 23rd, the ground in Ethiopia exploded. A massive ash cloud shot 50,000 feet into the air. People 190 kilometers away heard it like a bomb blast. This was the Ethiopia Volcano, and it hadn't erupted in recorded human history. The ash cloud spread across continents: Yemen, Oman, Pakistan, India. Airports in Delhi canceled flights. The cloud was so big, you could see it from space. But here's the crazy part. This isn't random. Africa is literally tearing itself in two, right now, as you watch this. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you why this volcano erupted after thousands of years, how Africa is splitting apart, and what this means for over 1 billion people. Let me show you exactly what's happening. The Ethiopia Volcano sits in Ethiopia's tectonic depression. This place is extreme. It's one of the hottest places on Earth. Temperatures hit 50 to 55 degrees Celsius regularly. Almost no rainfalls here. The ground sits below sea level. Nobody lives there permanently. It's too harsh. On November 23rd, this sleeping giant exploded without warning. The eruption was violent. Villages 28 kilometers away were buried in ash. The shockwaves reached neighboring Djibouti. The ash cloud climbed higher than commercial jets fly. Then winds carried it eastward, first to the Middle East, then to South Asia. Why did airlines cancel flights? Because volcanic ash destroys jet engines. It contains rock fragments, glass particles, and crystals. These can shut down engines completely. The ash also scratches cockpit windows like sandpaper. Here's the good news. Nobody died. The area was too remote for permanent residents. But scientists had been watching this volcano for months. In July, nearby Erupts volcano erupted. Ethiopia was releasing white smoke. They knew pressure was building. This eruption happened for a reason. A massive reason. Africa is breaking apart. I'm not speaking metaphorically. The ground is literally splitting in two. 3 tectonic plates meet at this volcano: the Nubian plate, the Somali plate, the Arabian plate. All 3 are pulling away from each other. Think of Earth's surface like a cracked eggshell. The shell has huge plates floating on hot, molten rock. These plates move slowly. When they pull apart, rifts form. That's happening in Africa right now. The meeting point is called the Afar Rift. It's part of the East African Rift System. This rift runs 6,000 kilometers. That's 3,728 miles. It starts at the Red Sea, cuts through Ethiopia, down through Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, all the way to Mozambique. Scientists have mapped the entire line. They believe this marks where Africa will split into 2 continents. Think about that. A whole new continent is being born. But this takes time, geological time. Scientists estimate 5 to 10 million years for the complete split. The plates move 2 to 5 centimeters per year, about as fast as your fingernails grow. Doesn't sound fast, right? But over millions of years, those centimeters become oceans. This already happened here before. The African and Arabian plates were once joined. They pulled apart, the gap filled with water. That became the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The same thing is happening again. Eventually, a new ocean will form in East Africa. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this. The splitting isn't just future theory. It's happening now. And we can see it. In 2005, something incredible happened. A massive crack appeared in Ethiopia. This crack was 60 kilometers long. It formed in just 10 days. Imagine a canyon opening near your town in less than 2 weeks. Photos show people standing next to it. They look tiny compared to the crack's size. This was proof the continent really is tearing apart. The rift system created unique landscapes. The tectonic depression exists because plates pulled apart. Volcanic activity creates wild chemical reactions. The ground shows bright yellow, green, and blue colors. Sulfur deposits, salt, rare minerals. It looks like another planet. Tourists visit just to see it. The rift is full of active volcanoes. Mount Kilimanjaro sits on it, Africa's highest mountain. So does Mount Kenya and Erupts with its permanent lava lake. These volcanoes aren't extinct. They're active. And they're showing increased activity recently. The The rift also created Africa's famous lakes, Lake Tanganyika, Lake Malawi, Lake Albert. These formed when ground between separating plates sank and filled with water. But here's what people miss. This geological activity creates danger. As plates pull apart, underground pressure builds. Magma pushes towards the surface. When it finds a weak point, it explodes. That's what happened at Haile Gubi. Pressure built for 5,000 years underground. The plates kept pulling. Magma kept pushing until November 23rd, when the volcano couldn't hold it anymore. And this is just the beginning. Scientists predict more eruptions and earthquakes ahead, not next week, but over coming decades and centuries. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. We are living through something that happens once every few 100 million years. About 335 million years ago, all continents formed one supercontinent, Pangaea. You learned about it in school. Pangaea broke apart 175 million years ago. The pieces became the continents we know today. North America split from Europe, South America from Africa, India crashed into Asia, creating the Himalayas. Now think about Africa. The same process is happening, but we're here to witness the early stages. Scientists can predict the future. The Somali plate will keep moving away. The rift will widen. Eventually, it'll reach the ocean. Seawater will flood in. A new ocean will form. Scientists call it the East African Ocean. Landlocked countries like Zambia and Uganda might get coastlines. Somalia and parts of Ethiopia will become a separate landmass, a mini-continent. But it's not just about geography. Over 1.4 billion people live in Africa, many along the rift. As the rift opens, earthquakes will increase. More volcanoes will activate. More cracks will appear. Cities might face serious risks. Some areas might become uninhabitable. This won't happen tomorrow. The process is slow. But over coming centuries, East African governments must plan for these changes. Better earthquake monitoring, volcanic warning systems, careful city planning. Here's a fascinating angle. The East African rift played a crucial role in human evolution. Famous fossils like Lucy were found in Ethiopia. The forces tearing Africa apart today might have created humanity. So what does all this mean for us today? The immediate impact is clear. The ash cloud disrupted flights, affected air quality, but within days, life returned to normal. However, this eruption is a warning. These volcanoes are active. They can erupt with little notice. Ethiopia has 120 million people. Many live near active volcanoes. They need better monitoring systems, more seismographs, more gas measurement equipment. Early warnings save lives. Think bigger picture. The rift affects water resources. Africa's largest lakes sit along it. They provide drinking water for millions. As the rift opens, these lakes will change. Some might drain. There's an economic angle too. The rift contains rare minerals. Geothermal energy potential is massive. Iceland powers itself with volcanic heat. East Africa could do the same. The rift is also a natural laboratory. Scientists worldwide study how continents break apart.
Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. Africa's split isn't the only major geological event happening now. The Atlantic Ocean is getting wider. The Pacific is shrinking. Australia is moving toward Asia. India is still pushing into Asia, making the Himalayas taller every year. Scientists believe in 200 to 250 million years, all continents will come together again. They'll form a new supercontinent, maybe called Pangaea Ultima. The Africa split we're seeing is part of that cycle. As East Africa breaks off, it will drift. Millions of years from now, it might collide with another continent. It will be part of the next supercontinent. The Haile Gubi eruption isn't just a volcano waking up. It's a sign the dance continues. For most of history, humans thought mountains and continents were permanent. Now we know better. Nothing on Earth's surface is permanent. The Himalayas were once underwater. The Sahara was green. Antarctica was warm. Everything changes given time. If you found this fascinating, subscribe for more content about how our world works. Hit that like button. It really helps. Drop a comment. Did you know about the African split before this video? Let me know. Remember, we live on a restless planet, one that never stops moving, never stops changing, and that's pretty amazing. Thanks for watching. See you next time.